Let's begin with polling station elections of the new patriotic party that have been fraught with misunderstandings and disturbances in some constituencies in the Ashanti region. Some aggrieved members have accused constituency leaders of skewing the election processes in favor of their preferred candidates. This, they say, will cause disaffection towards the party in the next general election. Nana Ojima has been speaking with some aggrieved party supporters in some of the NPP strongholds and have filed this report.
The new Patriotic Party scheduled the election of polling station executives and electoral area coordinators for February 19 to March 5, 2022, under the supervision of committees whose membership are specified. At Ejuso, aggrieved members of the party, clad in red, protested the election held on February 26th. They accused the party's leadership of failing to properly constitute the election committee and to communicate a date for the election. Acting First Vice Chairman speaks for 12 of the constituency executives and other aggrieved party supporters.
It was not only shocking but unbelievable when at exactly 7:22 a.m. the acting chairman was heard on Kesbin FM saying elections had been conducted in the constituency. According to him, the exercise began at 7 a.m. and ended by 7:22. That is unbelievable. At the time he was talking to the radio station, it was over in all the 205 polling stations across the constituency. So it took them 22 minutes to conduct elections at all 205 polling stations within the constituency.
In the 2020 presidential election, the new Patriotic Party garnered 68,724 votes against the NDC's 14,488 votes in the Ejuso. Mr. Chumesin team is worried the numbers will reduce for the NPP in the next election if emerging issues are not resolved.
We appeal to the leadership of this party to nullify whatever was done or in the name of elections within this constituency so that things can be done afresh, hearts can calm down, and then we can move on as a constituency. We want to save this party.
Known as Florida, the Bantama constituency is one of the sure bets for the NPP in every election, making 86.18% of votes in the area. Prince York aspires to be a polling station organizer at Bushen electoral area. Prior to the polling station election, he claims to have been attacked by some thugs in relation to the election.
The thugs knocked angrily on the door of the office when the officers were preparing for the elections the next morning. We inquired why they are making so much noise. They then attacked us, hitting me with a plastic chair.
It is alleged the same suspected thugs also disrupted the elections. Nana Boache is an aspiring constituency youth organizer.
So how the papers that were supposed to be used, the forms that are supposed to be used in the elections are no more. And therefore we need to make another form, some form for other people so that we can start the whole process again. Where are the forms? Forms where that is what I'm saying. These forms were stolen. So the tax stole the forms, sent the forms away, and we are ready, we are preparing other ones to do.
Meanwhile, another group has emerged claiming the NPP leadership in the constituency is manipulating the election in favor of their preferred candidates. Spokesperson Ebo Boyson has refuted claims this group disrupted the election with thugs. He is calling for nullification of results declared so far in the Bantama constituency.
Because what is happening in Bantama here, if K is not taken, I repeat, if K is not taken, Bantama will be a Bantam area. Thank you. So we are drawing the attention of our leaders that they should come to the aid of Bantama because they want to cheat Bantama. And if Bantama falls, the NPP will fall. Yeah. I repeat, because NPP in Bantama is the heart of the party. And if the heart ceases to function, that means the party will soon die.
In the Oforekrom constituency, a group is also kicking against a decision to retain all old executives. In a press statement, the concerned youth of Oforekrom kicked against electoral area coordinators appointing polling station executives for newly created polling stations instead of an open contest. Similar incidents of imposition and discrepancies have been recorded in the Adanse Asuka constituency, as some persons are denied forms to contest the polls. In all the agitations, party members fear it could lead to disaffection towards the party, depriving them of the agenda to break the age. For Joy News, Nanaya Ojima reporting.
Back here in the studio in Accra, my name is Aisha Ibrahim. We've been joined right now by Director of Elections for the NPP, Evans Nemakon, for more. I'm grateful for your time, sir. The last time we spoke, you promised to deal with some of these challenges at the polling stations. Now we're hearing of Bantama, and you had our reporter talk about some of the other areas in the Ashanti region that these things have happened. Are you not worried as a Director of Elections?
Well, thank you very much for having me, Aisha. I think that the party leadership has sent to the party rank and file specific directives to be complied by the elections committee, as well as prospective members who seek to become executive at that level. It is expected that the rules and regulations as given will be complied as such. Yes, this election is taking place in almost all the 30,000 plus polling stations. It is expected that there will be some turbulence, and I can assure you that for all those places that leadership has been informed of such misunderstanding, efforts have been made to bring the parties together to appreciate where we are. Some of the issues coming up, as your reporter mentioned, the case of Ejuso Bantama, are before leadership. We are expecting the elections committee to submit official reports, and then the next. I want to use this platform to caution all those who have been given the mandate by National Council that we strictly want compliance of all the directives given. We expect that they will not use the opportunity.
Evans Nemakon is Director of Elections at the NPP. Do we have him back on the line? So he's been addressing challenges that is being faced at some polling stations in the Ashanti region. The NPP Internal Elections, we're told that there's been pockets of violence at some polling stations. So Evans Nemakon, who is Director of Elections, he's been explaining that some of the issues that happened in some areas are being dealt with by the executives. And this is the latest one that is coming before him. Mr. Nemakon, are you back?
Yes, if you can hear me.
Right, loud and clear.
Yeah, so as I was saying, we expect the committee members to strictly comply with the directive given. We also expect all prospective aspirants to use internal arrangement to seek redress. We indicated that where you feel aggrieved, you have the party's internal arrangement to seek redress. We are urging members to desist from using such platforms that are unwarranted to seek their issues redressed. You mentioned a Joso constituency. As we speak, I did receive petition from a Joso constituency. General Secretary has been informed duly, and action is being taken. And so I don't really appreciate it when party members on issues like not get forms or being disqualified at the vetting stage when resort to press conferences. I don't think that's the way to go. We've been engaging all those who are not happy with the way that some of the committees have managed and engaged them to ensure that we resolve all rough edges. So the party office is still open, and it's expected that by tomorrow, where some teething areas are still existing, we will provide the necessary support arrangement to get them resolved.
I'm grateful for your time. Evans Nemako, he's Director of Elections at the NPP.